work, and how I remember when I first saw the elders, and how and how I was just marveled at the fact that they stand on the streets and just right there in the face of the people, in the face of whatever happens, and then never knowing and thinking that I would also be joined unto them doing the same thing. And yeah, and then the all experiences that we've had in our camp, on the highways and byways, man, it can be hazardous work, you know. But but we are truly I do believe that we truly are the men of the Lord, that we are the mouthpieces of the Lord here on earth in the flesh, man. If you would, brother, grab the scripture.
I got it. This Acts 15 and verse 26. It says, men that have hazarded their lives for the name of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right.
That's right. Hey, that's what we're doing. And it was when we started camping together some 8-9 years ago, the Southwest camp and the Mapataza camp before we became one camp. Every time we did a lesson, you would say, out there, endangering our lives, putting our lives on the line week in and week out. And I marveled at it. But over time, it said so perfectly what we're really going through. When every time we're on the front lines, we're actually in harm's way. We are actually able to get stopped by the popo, which we have been, harassed by the popo, got into fights with regular people, with demons. All right, we encountered people killing people right there in front of us on the line. People shooting guns at us. This is we and then our faces are known. Matter of fact, I was at the liquor store in line. Dude said, "You got something in your beard." I'm like, "Thank you." He just like, "Yeah, most people won't even say something about it." I'm like, "Hey, yeah, most men don't have one when they're supposed to." He said, "You're absolutely right." Then he looked at me. He's like, "I got my fringes. I just don't wear them right now." But I said, well, you don't have to wear your fringes all the time. You only do, we're basically be teaching. I said, but shalom. He said, yeah, how about you? He said, you've been on TV, which he meant YouTube. Right. I'm like, yes. He said, you're part of GMS. I've seen you guys. I've seen a light-skinned brother with glasses that made me think about you. And I've seen this really muscle brother, you know what I'm saying? It made me think about Merv. And so let me know that he's probably been around and heard the talk and been on the videos. And this word is going out, man. But at the same time, as much as the word is going out, so is the fact that who is who. The government got a dossier on every single one of us, man. All right, he knows where we live. He taps our phones. He hacks our computers. All right, he knows everything you do on the gram, on Facebook, on all that shit.
Yeah.
All right.
He knows. All right, but his end is not going to be a good one, man, because everything is happening. If somebody could real quick get a Wisdom of Solomon's 3rd chapter, I think 17 through 19. All right.
I got it.
I got a quick one. Oh no.
Okay. Well, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 17. It says, you said 17, right? Okay. It says, for though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded.
Right. So, because it seems like Esau Edom has been in power forever.
Yeah.
All right. It really does. But you got to remember the time is measured here on earth differently than it has been in the heavens, man. And the pride of these Edomites are falling. Somebody else hold on Lamentation, the 4th chapter. You already know what I want.
And then too, both sides be on the face of the devil. So when it finally comes time for him to pay, he's gonna get double.
That's right.
Because he's gonna have a long list of shit that he's done.
Yeah,
he says he's been in power.
God, he gonna be like that Edomite woman who passed out when they start reading all her guilty things. Right, yeah. Right. Well, we found you guilty of on account of we found you guilty of on account of we found it, and that bitch was
bad, man.
And this is Romans 9:28. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. Esau time is not going to even be a blink in totality of existence.
God, God.
But right now it feels like
it because we knowing what we know. It's just been so long.
That's right.
But
and no chastisement seems pleasant but grievous. So he's putting his foot in the neck. We're going through financial problems, physical problems, relationship problems,
right.
A
You got these
plethora of
infirmities.
afflictions.
Our women are completely out of order, and a lot of times against us. All right. But go ahead and finish that, y'all.
Con. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor.
Right.
Woo.
And so it's the age of so-called white shaming, and they're angry.
Yeah.
They're all on the internet, and on the Twitter and the tweeter or whatever the hell you call it, and they're and they're spewing out their madness and their racism and their hate, which is just bubbling to the top now.
Now,
Even within the jiu-jitsu world, it's about to be wars in the jiu-jitsu world. Man, over
absolutely.
this shit, man.
Hey, it's gonna be cop on white cop on black cop wars and all that.
Yep.
And you see the white shaming they're doing, and even having certain white people bow down and apologize for whatever. I've seen more of those clips coming. Hey, we right.
Get the
Wait,
fuck out of here, man.
No, we back in the days we got wooed when the Edomite will bow down, and after a while of it happened, it was like, what the fuck? It doesn't fucking matter. You go bow down and say you're sorry, but then next thing you know, I'm still getting fucked all of that week long. I'm still going through
I'm still
this
getting
problem.
taxed.
And yes,
I'm still being caught up in your legal systems this way and that way.
and that means nothing. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Verse 18. It says, or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial, for horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation.
And that end is at hand, man. We're witnessing the build up to the end of Esau Edom. All right.
Can I hit this quick one?
Come on, you brothers. Let some precepts come, and then whoever got that lamentation after they brothers file their precepts.
Psalms 92 and 7. It says, when the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever.
That's right. For a little while.
That they shall be destroyed forever.
Right.
So you Edomites that was born here, you was born to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Our Edomite babies that's born now is been so you can be, so you can fulfill the prophecy.
Right.
Actually, you got a great honor.
Yeah.
You get to be those babies that get smashed against the stones.
That's
that get
right.
smashed in songs. All right, we need Edomites here so we can recompense you for what you've done to us, man.
That's right.
And that's why they even bowed down, man. That's why they got Edomites going against other Edomites.
Yeah.
Because now that shame from their forefathers is upon them.
That recompense and that fear, especially
right.
those who've seen and watched the videos, or actually have a little bit of understanding in the Bible.
That's right.
You know, or those who actually knew it, understood it, but just denied it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
people like vocab alone and Dr. James White the Edomite. Hey, look, y'all. All I can tell you, man, is for your sake, I hope you don't have small children or grandchildren. All right, because that scripture, about them being dashed against the stone, is going to come to pass.
Hey, well, one of my favorite scriptures to show the wicked the torment that second after says that they that have loathed my law shall get it by death by pain. Well, that torment, be tormented by death by pain, this is where it's going to rely in. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:10. But the ungodly shall be unpunished according to their own imaginations.
That's right.
Which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Most High. All right. The Most High says He's going to use your own imaginations against you. So what's your
happened to
fear?
Amos?
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So the things that you imagine that you were gonna do, so all you different militias and you KKK types and you just pull out just full blown racist types, whatever you're planning, it's gonna come back on you.
That's right.
All right. You bushwhacking, hop out the back of the pickup with rifle type Edomites.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got one for you. This is a Rock 41 and 5. The children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. And now we in that time of the reproach is actually being made manifest, man.
Yeah.
The whole world is looking at America and talking about that.
Yeah.
And I believe it was a brother Murphy that brought out how I believe it was Ahmadinejad was talking about America's been George Floyd and the whole world, man. Man, he's been putting his neck.
Hey,
On his foot.
Isaiah.
He's been putting his foot
I got
on
you.
everybody's neck, man.
And
On the
I've
whole
been on the
planet.
job, said a wise saying.
That's
True
right.
saying.
That's right. I got
Hey,
it.
but you're right. They have. America has been, you know, the scripture that you want to always brings out. You know, the hammer of the whole earth, man.
That's right.
And when you're a hammer, you view every problem as a nail.
Can I back you up?
Absolutely, bro.
This is Isaiah 14:5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Ooh,
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
that's right.
Even at this present moment, hey, they're using the fact that the world is in bed with them to use a US dollar as a weapon. Put sanctions here, do this, do that. All right, we're gonna put taxes, tariffs on your trading, man.
And that's why the nations are turning against it.
Yep.
And you know the war's coming, man, because you know America just lost $1.8 trillion in oil trade stuff, man. So that war is getting ready to kick off, and this COVID thing, as much it hit a whole lot of stuff. The fact that Hollywood is dead, you know, because when's the last time you saw a movie trailer for the movies? All right, they're not filming. Hollywood is done, and it ain't ever coming back, man.
They shut down a lot
It
of
ain't never
projects
coming.
too.
It ain't never coming back, man.
Hallelujah.
Right? And because Esau's finishing, just like they keep showing this guy who sacrificed George Floyd, and keep saying how he's in court and he's in all this other bullshit. And I'm like, bullshit is a lie, because every person like that of a high profile, they always show them walking in and out of court. You've seen no court proceedings for him because there is no court proceedings for him. Damn.
You
Think about it, man.
OJ.
Right, OJ, Michael Vick,
Kales.
right, Kales, whoever it be, man. Epstein, Weinstein,
Hey, you remember the Timothy McVeigh?
Cosby, right? They always show them going in and out of court. They show Weinstein pushing his roller now, his walking shit.
Yeah.
All right. Now you done raped 1,000 women, but now you in a walker. You know.
He was on that hip shit. Right? He was a lot of thrust.
You know, nah, he didn't daddy short stroke a lot of women.
Hey,
All right.
it works.
Rich people in America, 1 + 1 is 3, and now people accept it. Like the one dude, Epstein, you know, when he died, all they showed was the photos of the net. And I didn't see his face. You know what I mean? There is no proof. These people never go for the proof, man. And that's why you all gonna get caught out.
This is back in Sirach 41 and 7. The children were complaining of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Power. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. And if ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse.
That's right.
And if ye die, a curse shall be your portion.
That's right.
So even if you die off, guess what? You gotta wake up when we rule. All right, and you're gonna suffer, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Joel
Hey.
27:14. I got it right
Spirit.
here. This is Joel 27:14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
Right. And you know, I've been saying it for many years now, man. The day is going to come where it's going to be a very bad thing to be a so-called white person,
Right.
to be an Edomite, man. All right, that day is close at hand, man.
That's right.
And in the not so distant future, and you know, if you're living in your life as an Edomite, if you're unfortunate enough to be born an Edomite, your best years are gonna be before you can walk, because as soon as you can walk, you're going to work, right? And when you're too little, you're too young to even remember anything, to know anything, man. Right? You know, when you're a little kid, your memories don't really start kicking in until until you maybe 4 and 5. Most people can't remember past 4 or 5, man.
Sure.
All right, that's when most people can't. And so as soon as you're able to walk, you're going to work. All right, I don't care if hey, your little ass, you're gonna move my pile of rocks.
They had little
Right.
Jake in the field.
They gonna work. They gonna work as infants too. They're gonna work as little toddlers. They're gonna be on a string, led by the little children of Israel. Little Jay-Z gonna have an Edomite dog walking the dog like they did us in the goddamn plantation.
They're gonna be footstools.
Yeah, they're gonna be footstools. That's right.
They're gonna be our children's play toys.
That's right. They're gonna be bed warmers. For our part, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we want to bed warm. Go on there and lay down on the bed and warm up the bed. They're gonna do all this shit. The Lord said, get to them double. So your little kids gonna work too. Ain't nobody getting a motherfucking break. Once they come off that goddamn nipple, they're getting a whipple.
Yeah, you all are getting that double, man. Some of you need to study your judgment, man. Hey, that verse 2 in that chapter you read, it said death is an acceptable sentence to the needy, man. You had us in a position where we going for, like, we just want to be out of here, man.
Yeah, well, right. We look forward to death because our lives were so miserable, man. And they were miserable because of your policies.
Mm-hmm.
Not they weren't miserable because we were just miserable. Your wicked and cruel policies. Instead of Isaiah 10:1.
Yeah,
right, your wicked and cruel policies is what made the collective of our people's lives so miserable.
I'll back you up. This is Job 20:15. While they'll get that, he has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance, all the shit he got, shall the restitution be. You're going to take everything, even you, and he shall not rejoice therein. Why? Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken the house which he builded not. All right. The Most High said he's going to get it because he has stolen the Most High's jewels. He's perverted the gospel. He has assumed the identity of the Heavenly Father and created the most extreme plagiarism that you can never have. And they, let you write plagiarize the paper in school. You're going to be kicked out of that class, man. You're going to lose your mind. They're ready to be a lawsuit against you. All right. Well, the Most High got a lawsuit against you.
All right. Read this real quick. It's Revelation 18:5. It says, "For sins has reached unto heaven."
Hey, where?
Her sins have reached unto heaven.
Yeah, it's like a bad smoke when you put the incense and the breeze comes right up your nose and it stings and burns. There's stain in the Most High's nose, man.
And Yahweh had remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Then the Most High say when he saw Pharaoh beating on us and making double brick, we had to go get our own straw, we had to go get our own water, we had to go bake and exactly all that same hard labor on top of all the other shit, on top of taking our families and so forth. We've been in and out of this shit, man. The Most High said he remembered. He said he looked and saw it. All right. So don't you think the Most High sees us? He said the Most High says, where two or more are gathered in his name, he's in the midst. How many brothers out teaching this word of God across the country, across the globe?
Right now.
As we speak.
So it's a live show somewhere right now.
That's right. And we prophesy at the time of night.
There's brothers doing lessons that'll be uploaded right now.
That's right. We prophesied when we first started going live that there's going to be someone always going live 24 hours. There's going to be always somebody, because it's going to get to that point where until they shut this internet down, we're going to keep pushing this word in every single way.
Man, it's so truth be said, the longer he leaves it up, the more it's hurting his cause.
That's right. That's right.
The internet is killing him. But see, his whole financial system is based upon it, so he can't even stop the poison from going into his veins.
That's right.
He needs to eat rice because but that's to show you how he's unfit to rule, because he's got his life support system hooked up to both his medicine and his poison.
That's right.
All right, that goes to show you he's not a wise man, man. They're not fit to rule, man. And speaking of the past, man, you got things in the past that they haven't even paid for yet.
That's right.
So it's just like the elder said, man. They got their case. When the Lord roll it out, it's gonna be a long scroll. Yep. And then, like I said, they're gonna be sitting in that court, freaking out, just like that Edomite woman was, right? Because all the charges, it's just gonna roll out, and they're gonna be waiting for it to stop, and it's just gonna keep rolling, and it's finally gonna stop, and they just gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
The first chapter says, "You will not acquit the wicked."
That's right.
So, and this is the judgment that is written. This is what you gotta go through.
I got it right here. Finish off. It says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you." and double unto her according to her works.
That's right.
The cup which she had filled to her double.
That's right. Hey, because right now they've been living what? Deliciously. Someone can get that one. Psalm 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
That was the conversation today, man. The conversation today. I asked the chick, when was the last time she seen? I asked her how many of the white people you know do cocaine, drugs, and heroin and all that kind of stuff. And she was like, a lot of them. All right, smoke weed and all that stuff. I said, okay. When was the last time you seen a bunch of white teenagers bent over the hood of the cars in Humboldt Park? All right, in Bucktown, in Wicker Park, in Lincoln Park. When's the last time you seen them bent over the hoods of their cars, all in purposely put out in the street for everybody to see with their pockets being ran through?
That's right.
I say you don't see it, but yet they some of the most drug doingest people. They always got drugs on.
Number one.
All right. Matter of fact, you go into an Edomite house, one of the first things they do is offer you drugs.
That's the first thing.
All right, it's like, damn, no water, no food.
I was driving Lyft, and I picked up a bunch of white guys from Orland Park, and the dude was like, "Hey man, you want a bump?" I'm like, "A bump? What the fuck? Well, you know, I don't bump no big fat woman. What you talking about?
That's my jam.
You know, this motherfucker talking about he pulled out some cocaine. I'm like, no man, I'm good. No, he had a little vial, little screw vial. It's like, just, you know, where to go ahead and just little, you know. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. I had a client that was my a client of mine, a fake Jew client, who invited me to her company's party. So you know, and so out of respect, I went, and I show up to the little thing, you know, and she got a whole bunch of Israelites that work for her. So and the funny thing is, they had all the fake Jews and her. They were all in one in the fancy tent, and they had all the Israelites in the big ass tent over separate from them. All right. So you know, I came into the spot and they had me come in, and I didn't even get a chair good. And the first thing that her brother did, her brother was offering me drugs. Man. And I was like, but y'all got some alcohol? I mean, I was like, damn, because they was like, what you want? And I was like,
the PCP up and down is what the
right. Like, you want this? Right? And I was like, just some food and some alcohol, maybe. You know,
That's how they get out.
you know, it's like soon as I walked in the door, man. So they own that.
That's
and
right.
So, and on the average Edomite, when they driving around, man, they probably got stuff on them. Hey, look, I never forget the story that the brother Yanaki told, man.
Oh man,
About the lawyer. You know,
Yeah.
how when he was in the world, he said, you know, this is when he was in the world, and you know, before he was in the truth, and he said they were smoking weed. Him, this lawyer who was a white guy, and another Jake. And he said they smoked one joint, and that was all they had. And so the Edomite was like, "Hey, let's go to my." He said, "I got a whole bunch more weed in my car. You know, come." So Yanaga said he walked to the car with him. And he said, "Open up the trunk," and he pulled out a big ass sack. I mean, he held his hands like this. He said he pulled out like a big ass, like a double brick of weed. And he said he was like, "Dude, you're not like nervous riding around with all that in your car?" And he was like, "Dude, I'm white." And then he was like, "Oh yeah." So
That's
yeah,
right.
it made sense to him.
Hey, they are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. Donald Trump, look at him. Violence covered them as a garment. They as we wear clothes, that's how they kill. They're guilty. All right. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out of them. They've been wearing, like the scriptures say, wear out the saints of the Most High, man. They're proud. They got everything. They have more than their hearts could wish, and still not giving you shit.
And this is why they're so angry, because they're not used to the treatment that they're getting, man. You know, a lot of their women are turning on them. You know, their statues and their historical places are being brought down, destroyed. You know, they took the damn rebel flag, Confederate flag. They banned it from stock car racing, from NASCAR, man.
That's crazy.
But
That's who watched the shit.
Right. But you know what? But that's also Job as well. They shall seek to please the poor. Now, because the stuff that they're trying to do with taking down these statues and Confederate shits and try to act like Black Lives Matter, that's all that they're doing is trying to appease you. You know what Jake is doing? Falling for this shit. After all that so-called rioting and protest and looting, they just went back to sleep.
So you gotta ask yourself, all this money is getting donated to Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is getting this money? It's no black people getting this money, right?
Your hood still
There's a
going up.
bunch of lesbians in the Black Lives Matter movement. Look, the Black Lives Matter movement is not for so-called black people, man. All right, that the whole movement it's all exposed. It's out there now, man. It's all about transgenderism and all that other lesbianism and all that other weird alphabet shit.
And every time there's a black so-called issue, they
actually hate alpha males. They hate so-called black men. The only way a black man, so-called black man, can get down with them is if he's a transgender or he's gay. So if you're a ball juggler, all right, then you could be down with them. Right? Because it's even in their it's even in their bylaws, man. That the only way to be an advancement and be in their leadership is for the LGBT community. And they're talking about the black LGBT community, and they're trying to make those issues the same issues that Jake went through, and they fucking not.
That's right. That's right. That's an abomination to the Most High.
Giving into your, the Lord turn you over to those. Somebody get Roman real quick.
Yeah, Romans first chapter. Got you.
Right, and that shit gonna get you killed, man.
Got you.
Yep.
Death by pain.
That's right. This is Romans the first chapter, and I'm gonna start verse 20. But the invisible things of Him from creation of the world are clearly seen. Man, I could have kept going with that Psalms I was at, because they at the next verse in Psalms, like Esau Edom said, who is like what God? Who can prove that that's this and that? They don't believe in the Heavenly Father. All right. And Jake that follows Esau don't believe in the Heavenly Father. All right. And this is what happens because you have no faith in the Most High. You're susceptible to do all these wickedness, man. All right. This is for the invisible things of Him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified Him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changing the glory of the uncorruptible God to an image made like to a corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness, to the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshiped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even the women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense, that payback of their error, which was meat. All right. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And then the Lord gives you the list of the 2/3, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers.
That's the word debate, man.
Yep.
Jake always trying to debate the truth and find a reason to stay with his wickedness.
That's right. That's right. But they get it from Esau. Oh, what? Have you seen God? Have you seen Him? No. Sir, have you seen Him? No. So then you can't die. Esau is base, man. All right. And he teaches that debate. Niggas always want to. I was dealing with the one guy at my job, and I'm chastising him for cutting his beard because he called himself a Hebrew. And then as soon as he says, well, you was looking at that big booty bitch and said she got a big booty, you was lusting after her. I said, what? I wasn't lusting after that bitch. I just said she got a big booty. But instead of dealing with the issue that, no, you shaved your shit, which is against the law, you're going to try to flip the flip. That's that debate kind of spirit. That's that subversive tactic type of spirit. That's Esau eating that, and is effeminate.
It's never yays and yays.
No.
It's like yays and nays. And that's the thing. That's what that spirit's about to be put out of this earth.
Yep.
Man. That's right. Hey, because you made me think about that Black Lives Matter shit, man. You all about to go. You all are pacified again. You're gonna get another stimulus check. You all are probably gonna get some drugs and jobs. Esau's gonna do the same thing he's been doing for the last 600 years, man. He bringing the NBA back. He about to bring all sports back. All you niggas right back to sleep until the next thing he does, man. Until he says the next wave of Rona hit. Now it's mandatory vaccination. You know, to the next move.
Come on.
And then you all are gonna be asking that question.
And all this you just said is gonna have to quit, man.
It started because the second wave is back. And
It's in Florida, Texas.
Where everybody else
that was the first 3. But now they saying the 21 states that reopened, they basically hit with it. They just said Florida just broke
We
the
knew they was
record.
gonna say that. Go ahead. Was it Florida what?
Florida just broke the record for cases in one day.
And now they got all these people wearing these masks, destroying their own immune systems by doing so.
The hyperoxia, something they call
Right,
it.
or you know, I think it's a cortisone.
It builds up your cortisol levels.
Builds your cortisone levels up.
Because you're not supposed to be breathing carbon dioxide.
That's stress.
Yeah. So you stressing your immune system,
Yes.
and so it's so that your immune system will
It's compromised.
It's compromised. So the slightest thing comes, and you're gonna catch you.
Can I read this real quick?
Absolutely.
The brother Natazaki actually posted this. It says the title says Colorado bill requires re-education for parents to refuse coronavirus vaccine. And then it goes into it says, are you ready for re-education camps in the United States? Colorado has introduced a bill that will re-educate parents to refuse to vaccinate their children with the coronavirus vaccine. The bill forces all doctors and medical staff to give vaccinations with no exemptions, even if there are situations where they believe it would not be in that child's best interest.
No. I want you to read that again.
Even when it's not in that child's best interest,
Exactly.
you got to take it anyway. So even though this might kill your child's got to take it anyway.
Now they set the precedence in New York with the rabbis. With the rabbis who, when they're doing the measles outbreak, they passed the bill saying that Jewish people.
Well, they going to show you that they can't be the Lord's chosen people.
Exactly.
Because they weren't covered.
And they said that they had to get theirs vaccinated and so forth. And they put a bill there. That set a precedent where this is going to spread throughout all the states. Where this is like you have no. And there's a dude, the Edomite was on a clip. I wish I could find it. He was like, and he said it with the venom of an Edomite.
You don't have your own freedom. You don't have the right to refuse a vaccination.
Come on, brother.
He said, and this was over in Europe.
You don't have the right to engage others as well. That was that.
Yeah, motherfuckers can smoke cigarettes all around you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Exactly. You don't have the right to write. Exactly. Somebody can light up a cigarette and force you to breathe secondhand smoke in 5 different directions on the public sidewalk. All right, in which we already know how many people that are elite at minimum 50,000 a year from secondhand smoke.
Right.
All right, that's by your own statistics. But you know what? This man is a hypocrite and a fucking liar, man, and he needs to be put down like the dog he is. Man.
Right.
I appreciate
It says,
Bring it out, brother.
Bible shot. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to
I was
prosper
just about to say that.
in his hand.
So he can sell his drugs, man. It's just like that image of a young, ugly Margaret Sanger grandson looking like his ugly ass grandma, saying let's when he said let's create a computer virus and then sell the software.
Right.
And then as an older ugly ass grandson of Margaret Sanger, he says you know what, let's create a virus and then sell the vaccination. So it's the same shit, man. That was a meme. But that meme, said a whole lot, man. A whole lot. You create a virus and then you sell the vaccination. And the vaccination is probably going to kill more people than the fake virus.
Oh, yeah.
That's 100%. Bible shot. It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
That's
for your vaccination.
That's right. That's that scripture when they say peace and safety. Oh, if you want to be,
grab that. I was thinking that.
If you
said it.
That's right. You want everything. You don't want to hurt someone else. People keep asking me. I got this old lady though today. She was like, "Where's your mask?" I said, "The Most High is my mask." She said, "You're right. But I've said that to an old lady before, and she said, "Yes, but He gave us sense to go ahead on and take what and do what's better and err on the side of safety They believe the shit. They believe that, oh, you know what? Just to make motherfuckers been existing for tens of the thousands of years and wash hands and then get sick and had no vaccines and get sick. And Esau pushes this lie that everybody in the old days only lived to be 30 years old, which is some bullshit. All right? Because you go back into the scriptures.
Off the Western statistics.
That's right.
It was going off, man.
That's right. And they also base it off themselves out of goddamn caves. That's y'all ass. Y'all unhygienic, dumb motherfucking picking lights off your own self, man.
Been washing hands forever, man. All right, this whole wash your hands 30-second shit, that's funny to us because we always joke about how when you see Edomites come out the bathroom and wash their hands. Growing up, my auntie told me this growing up when you use the public bathroom. How you use to dry your hand off, you use that to open the damn handle. Because crackers don't wash their hands when they use the bathroom.
I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Right.
Yeah, they come out the shitter and still walk right out, right? And they go right to the restaurant area and sit down.
Yeah, I seen it.
They will cook your food, fucking crackers.
Hey, yeah. While I worked at Home Depot, Edomite that worked there too. So they had like for associates like a pizza party or something. This damn devil was in the stall. I guess we taking the shit. He walked right out and went and got some pizza.
He defiled the whole swine.
Piece of shit.
Right, he defiled the defile. Right.
Yeah, I'm glad I was eating the cheese. The rest of the motherfuckers eating all the food.
Hey, yeah, man, they used to do that, man. When I worked downtown with all the Edomites, you just going. I used to just randomly go to the bathroom area, and there'd be a lot of chicks down there. The bathrooms almost together and shit. So I leave from work, doing that. And I just go down there, man. Them Edomites, man, I take it off. I go in the men's bathroom and walk right out and shit. Now them Edomites down there, man, they in there shaking hands, shitting, pissing, touching their little dick. You know what I'm saying? They leave right up there. They pick up their beer, they pick up their drink, and they just right to it, man.
This is the low
They
level.
insane, man. Oh, and these Edomites, but these them same bushwhackers, that put on a suit and tie and tell you what to do, man. Look at you, look down on you, man.
Oh, that movie, with Martin.
Oh,
he was Blue Street. He rubbed the preparation H on his shit, and he went out there to shake Martin's hand. And Martin saw him through the vents, and he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Wild beast, man.
They show you, man, because this is the base man. This is the
Hey.
Hey, some of you all are having sex with the same sex, man. And you worried about corona?
Right.
It's straight hypocrisy, man.
Straight wickedness, man.
This is Ezekiel 7:27. 7:24. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen. And
But you said the what?
Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen.
So wait a minute. So even amongst the heathen nations, like the so-called Chinese, which are the Moabites, Ham, Doodoo eating, and we lift up the cow butt and then and blow the cow's butt to go stimulate it to shit, and then make cow. I mean, they do all these heathens do some rank ass shit, right? But you said, wait a minute, there's somebody who's the worst. Now why are the preachers talking about who the Bible says there's a worst of the heathen? Because the worst of the heathens is the ones who are ruling. So-called white man. Keep going.
And they shall possess their houses. And I will make all the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled.
That's right.
And hey, that's the abomination that make it desolate, man. Because when you go back and tell history, what did they go in our temples and did, man? They sacrificed swine on our altars. They did homosexual
they stole everything
in the temple, man. They fully defiled it.
Yes.
Yeah,
all right.
They did all kind of wickedness.
They had festivals and parties in our temple, to shit. Going back to shit, all the damn heathens, but especially Esau, Edom, and then they got an Archititus to commemorate the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you go to see how many movies, do you know that they zoom in on that triumphal arch? And so many different movies you'll see it. Ain't got shit to do with the motherfucking movie. That's Esau flexing over these, man.
Hey, I seen a Time magazine, I think it was, right in Walmart, man. It was like the first picture where Esau with the Archititus on the man. That shit was right next to the bubble gum. I was in Walmart. This was like 3-4 years ago, though, man. Yeah. I was like, man, all these niggas walking past. They don't even know what to see it.
It's not at all.
No idea. They didn't care what you got.
No clue.
Job 30:7 says, among the bushes they brayed, under the nettle they were gathered.
Bob, can you start up? You start at 1 and just read through it swiftly. This is the most.
Right, Job 30:1. But now they that are younger than me have me in derision. Well, fathers I would have to stay to have stepped the dog in my flock.
That's how low this devil
Yes.
is, man. Job said he can't even be around his dogs.
Man.
All right, of course, this man is damn into bestiality. He's just nasty, man. He'll get a damn dog fleas. All right?
He's on free.
That's right. And you have to understand how many Edomites you see with dogs. Almost all of them. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to know what they're doing with them goddamn dogs. You know what I'm saying?
They tell you what they're doing.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
their
yeah,
move, but
yeah,
it's okay,
yeah.
but yeah.
It's common, man.
Just gonna mention
It's a common thing, like fucking the last name Jones amongst niggas, man. It's a common thing. The peanut butter jokes. They put it in all their movies. Put the peanut butter on the balls. We out of peanut butter.
Road trip.
The dog. What'd you say?
Road trip.
Yeah. It's on that movie. It's on a lot of them, man. They always joke about putting peanut butter and let the dog lick the balls.
Man, that's why the Lord sometimes told us not to tempt their cattle.
Dude, that don't he told us to kill them.
Yeah,
You gotta put it
shit.
up, man.
That's why when you read in Judah, when we thought the heathen was gonna take us over and destroy us, we were mourning and our animals was mourning, man. The cattle was fucking mourning, man. When you go into the Judah, man.
And don't nobody want to deal with Esau
Cattle
for
want to get
niggas.
boned by Esau.
Right, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a damn pedophile.
And they used to be into it like that.
Bestiality bastards.
Hey, back in the days, you know, they had a lot of farming, like in Illinois, you know, like in the penitentiary, man, like they had Stateville Farm and shit. And my uncle used to tell me stories, man. That white boy be down there trying to pop the fucking cows and shit.
They fuck the pigs too.
They fuck pigs. I seen the video with some bushwhackers fucking a fish, man.
Oh yeah. They talk about fucking I think it's dolphins or whales, whatever it is. I think it's the dolphins, man. Not the blowhole, the actual shit, man.
Because they're mammals.
Yeah.
Dolphins are mammals. They
In
live in the water.
America, at one point it was even lawful, but in the sheep or lambs, in their law they said it was lawful because they bleed like a woman.
They menstruate.
Yeah.
I heard
That's
that.
madness, man. But even if dogs didn't eat, they bleed. That's just how it works, man. Esau just nasty. Hey, keep going, huh? Bible show.
Verse 2 says, yea, verse 2 might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age will perish.
Yeah, and the way their hands gonna profit us is by going to slavery, okay? Because you're gonna re-clean up everything that you fucked up, and then you're gonna be destroyed. Then you're gonna be fertilized. Then you're gonna be beneficial. Go ahead.
For one in famine they were solitary, fleeing to the wilderness in full time, desolate and waste. Cut up mallow by the bushes and jungle roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief.
That's
All
right.
right, that's going to the Dark Ages when they got ran off to the Caucasus Mountains, man.
Right.
All right, you know, Jake was popping their women, but they was getting rid of their ass, man. They
Yeah.
terrible creatures to be around.
And we were under Roman oppression for over 300 years, man. And then the Greek oppression before that. So shit, we were coming out of a period of being under oppression, somewhat just like what we're going through right now. All right, through the Spirit and power. How about you, outshine, man? All right, that's why the Most High Most High's got to take them down, man.
All right, they say, keep going, actually.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
That's why they call themselves Caucasians.
Caucasian, that's right.
All right, they
Which is
became-
not Europe, by the way. Go ahead, brother.
Right, which is not Europe. And then secondly, when you think about it too, when they got chased into the rocks, they were just at home because their first home, which is Mount Seir, was also the rocks, man.
Yep.
Right? They came out of the mountains and then they got ran up into another set of mountains.
Yeah.
All right. And here's another thing that you have to think about too and consider when you think about it, man, how he is such a thief and so full of shit and such liars. You know, prior to Alexander of Macedon, where are the Edomite relics?
Right.
Right. You're not gonna find any anywhere. Not gonna find any kingdoms or anything. The one thing that you're gonna find on Edomites is in Mount Seir. You're gonna find those castles carved in
On the rock.
those red stones carved in the side of that red rock.
Yep.
All right,
Those same Roman pillars.
with eagles on the side, man. All right, that's their relics. All right, those are their relics, man. Because prior to Alexander, where were the Edomite kingdoms and their conquests and their buildings and nowhere except back in Mount Seir, man. Why? Because it wasn't until then they came into power. Because they definitely were not the Europeans. They took over Europe. Right? They took over that landmass, and now modern day they is Europeans, all right? Because they're not even from Europe, like the brother said. All right? They and Johann Blumenbach, knighted them Caucasian, which that word Caucasian means cave dweller. Because they are the original caveman. That's why, like that movie, every time you read that Job, the 30th chapter, man, what pops in my head is that movie Quest for Fire. And so they'll show you that movie Quest for Fire, if any brothers never seen it. But they play that movie as if that was something that happened 100,000 years ago. No, Earth's not even that old, liars. All right, that Quest for Fire was a little over 1,000 years ago.
Right.
Right.
The 13 tribe on the tour out in the mountains. What was they doing?
Yep.
They was eating the lights off each other here. It's like monkeys.
That's right.
They was using the skulls as cups and bowls. All right. Esau, like it's going into the Job. So they cut up the mallow. All right. They was praying. They was grunting. All right. That's how Esau get down.
Con. Any of you brothers ever seen that Quest for Fire?
Oh,
No.
Gotta check out that Quest for Fire. You brothers ain't seen
I
it.
seen this a
I
long
saw
time
it. I
ago.
saw it.
Yeah, you gotta check that movie out, man, because that's Job 30th chapter all damn day long.
I was also thinking about 13 Warrior because the movie 13 Warrior.
Yeah, that kind of
With Antonio Banderas, that was based off the movie The 13th Tribe. They took that right out of that. That was the script for that movie. That's why when you saw all those Edomites together, which really they were trying to say that there was the Danes and shit like that.
What they weren't.
They weren't. Yeah, they weren't. Those motherfuckers Edomites. And they was passing
that bowl.
that big ass bowl. One nigga wipes his face, snot, they throw some boogers, spit in that shit, pass it to the next nigga, he'll do the same thing. And that's exactly what you read in the 13th tribe.
Shit. Hey, keep going, big up. Shit.
Yep.
Among the bushes they braved, under the nettles they were gathered together.
Cave beasts. When you hear about cavemen, all right, so easy cavemen. We're talking about Esau.
They used to do that shit modern day, man. The Edomites at them heavy metal concerts.
Yeah.
They'd all have a cup and they spit in it, drink it, and backwash and pass it around, and then the last person to drink it.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah. So that's not like that. That was a behavior that's still with us.
They had a wedding ritual where they would get married, and all the groomsmen they would take a toothbrush, brush their teeth, and spin the cup, and pass it down the line, man. You know.
They do that shit. They do shit like that when they do hazing in these damn fraternities, man.
So these people are just sick, man.
Oh yeah. And the secret society like stole their own shit.
They knew when he was wrestling in that pit, and they were all sitting there drunk as hell, pissing on
The good shepherd.
the good shit.
He walked in, and the dude, his homie was like, "Yeah, you bet, you know." I seen that in the world, man. I know we all guys here. I was just sitting there like, I was serious. I didn't understand it until I got in the truth. I'm like, man, this shit ain't right.
I watched
It ain't right. I was tweaking. I'm like, this shit ain't right.
the spirit, man. It's a little more big.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Well, Isaiah said that
I watched that again. I saw it.
they were children of fools, yea, children of base men, they were violent in the earth.
Hey, if you look at the Assyrian Empire, the brother brought up that 13th tribe, and it's only one, before they became the Ottoman Turk, before they became the so-called Jews as you know it, they were getting pushed out of every land. Nobody wanted to deal with them. The shit that they were doing, man. Disgusting. Hey, like how they waited for us, jumped us in Egypt. You know what I mean? Hey, the Lord has indignation with these people, man.
And it was just unethical, even with their women, man. Yeah. Even in that movie, in that book, 13th Tribe, it talked about how they women just walked around, half naked right in front of you.
Well, look how they get down. They gang. That's big thing with them. They gang banging and the cup holding. They watch their wife get fucked by somebody else. They sit in the damn chair in the corner, dark, beating on. Right. And some of them like to hide in the closet and do it. So the other mom, so they don't know what's happening. The wife know, but the other dudes don't know. They get extra excited out of it, man.
There was a video, Snake came out a couple years ago. His wife was, the husband was filming his wife sucking a Jake off in the elevator. He had people on there with them. And then they went to the parking lot, man. People driving past them and stuff.
See now, I went to the woods for the last couple of days going camping. I went to the store. While I'm at the store, there was a storm that came by the first day, and the Lord blessed that nothing was blessed except the park rangers came. It's like, yes, it might be a tornado or whatever. The next day, I'm getting something from the store, and there's a white lady and with her son, and she's like, the wind tore out their top off, got everything in there drenched. She said, everything, I'm wearing no bra or no panties. I have nothing but this shirt, this dress on. Why would you tell a grown ass man you ain't got no bra and no panties? And that's what it was, their face. That's her nature. You know what I'm saying?
What was that? Harold and Kumar goes to White Castle too. When that weird ass Edomite, he was weird because he had a fine ass wife. He wanted Harold and Kumar. It was his sister. It was his sister.
Yeah, the ugly nigga that was
his sister
fixing the
was his
truck.
wife. Yeah, and he wanted
That
Harold
bitch
and
was
Kumar
bad as hell.
to fuck his wife. That's okay, fucker. And he took his shit off too. Like we all gonna do it.
Yeah.
Man,
And that haunted house.
He's foul in the beast.
That
Man.
haunted house was the wedding.
If you have incest too,
Yeah.
his mom be popping the daughter,
Oh,
the
an article
dad.
just came out. An article just came out.
They had that 10-year battle, the brother and sister.
No, not that one.
They went to court.
It was another one. Basically, they said that the aunties and the cousins all fucking each other. So then they just came out. They was just all fucking. That's basically the article title. The aunties and the cousins was all fucking each other. Not like cousin on cousin. That's wrong. It was the aunties. It was if your auntie is your cousin's mother. So this is families like mother, son, daughter, father.
And they were all popping each other.
Auntie, bro, yeah, bugged up. I ain't even look at that. I read title. I ain't taking my shit.
Donald Trump be
People under the stairs. That whole
That was
movie
they was
about.
brother and sister too.
Yeah. That was the whole movie was about, man. It was about America, man. All right. People under the stairs. And then you had the
Damn, I don't think I
It
ever
was
saw
a
that.
It's great.
I remember that movie. I just never saw it.
You would love to
I'm gonna have to go ahead and
watch
watch it now.
it. It shows they own all the projects. They own the ghetto. They own the ghetto. Everybody was paying rent to them.
Yeah.
And they meantime, all their children had their brother and sister end up retarded. When they end up retarded, they just had them in the fucking in the basement. They just bogged
Because they
out.
were popping each other.
Yep. They was filthy rich and all type of gold, man. And big rings and food when they robbed they all around the movie is great movie.
All right, go ahead, bring that scripture out, brother.
Food?
Check that out.
You like the food?
You the fool.
This is a song of the three holy children. 1 and 8. For thou didst deliver us into the hands of the lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world.
And what the most?
The most wicked in all the world.
Now we got the brother GMS Australia on. So you tell me the Edomites over there in Australia, they wicked?
Hell, hey, guess what? They just said that they're gonna fine and arrest anybody talking about Black Lives Matter in Australia.
Beautiful. Now you see that Toronto, Canada. He said shameful spewing, and he also made a good comment earlier. I forgot which one he made. He said animal brothels be popping up in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
They have animal brothels.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know they have those sheep brothels.
Yep.
You know, but you telling me in Australia, you telling me in America, you telling me all across the planet, there is all the Edomites are nothing but vile, wretched. Go look at Jeffrey it was Epstein and all the political actors and actresses and statesmen and
That's why
corporate.
they got rid of him.
Yeah.
And decided to push this COVID because that shit was blowing wide open.
Yeah.
That stuff was trying to. So COVID it did a lot of things, man. It covered up, and you know a whole. It was a mask.
Right now they can say even like America's officially down here now. It's officially in a recession.
Right.
Since
It was in a recession before that.
Right. So if they
Right.
saying that, this is a horrible depression.
Right. It was before that because you got to remember you had 12,000 stores closed in 2018, another 15,000 in 2019, and it was set for 15,000 to close this year, and that number jumped up to 25,000.
It was the
Right.
retail apocalypse.
Yeah. So right. Yeah, 2019 was called the retail apocalypse, and it was supposed to continue in 2020.
Which it has, but now
everybody see and it does because they already said that 25,000 stores are not going to open or going to shut down this year, man.
Big time
Right.
stores.
Every night spot closed.
A lot of business, man. So hey, it's over, man. And then plus, remember, when we first started, we talked about that 108 trillion loss in oil revenues.
Mhm.
So they about to 108 trillion loss in oil revenues, man. So this place, they get ready to go to war, man.
Oh yeah.
And then you got this thing going on with Huawei and Trump with this calling this this Chinese company a threat to national security, and for just because they have the most shares and control over the 5G shit, which America needs in order to compete with the rest of the world. And China got that shit on lock, man. But we got news for you Moabites, man. You're not gonna be the next rulers, man.
That's big.
That's right.
Hey,
Right?
shit. AMTV posted. Now I went to this to find a video he posted. And I was looking what I want to get. Oh, he was doing this. He posted 2 hours ago. It said sell stocks now.
Right.
Even Boeing, it went up last week, and that shit started to go back down, man. And that's a military stock.
Yep.
You know, this is the title of the other one I actually wanted. It says China new world reserve currency. Kim Jong-un lashes out at Trump, and this happened while we was here. He posted this one up, man. And this shit's getting real, man. Even this guy, he's scared. And Esau's been exposed, like he says, man. And what is that? Name home? That shameful spewing on her back. That shameful spewing.
That's right. That's right.
Upon your glory.
That's right. The brother in Australia.
And you know what? Bring that out now, brother. That piece is safe. Why? Because they've been pushing that everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna have a vaccination,
Right.
blah blah blah, and it's not. It's not. And if you right, all these police reforms. You got all these police
that's
departments
the
about to
prelude
shut
for the
down.
for the UN. Yep.
And then on social media, this race thing is about to fucking explode, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's and so that and I like I said, the Ishmaelite today was like, there's gonna be a race war. And I was like, yeah, it is.
It was a Japanese family that was approached by Edomite at their crib. He came to their door. On their window, they got Black Lives Matter. He was pissed off. He's like, you're Japanese. Don't you know your history? And they was like, yes. Like, well, I'm Jewish. You know our history. All lives matter. Take it as like she and the Japanese lady like, yes, Black Lives Matter. Like it gotta count. She's like, in order for all lives to matter, Black lives gotta matter too, basically. And Esau was pissed off, like ready to put her to death, man.
Hey, see, when he said, don't you know our history? She's looking like, yeah, you bombed us.
You bombed the shit out of her.
Right? You dropped fucking
That's the funny
hydrogen
thing.
bombs.
I was like, you asked that.
Stole somebody else's race. Of course.
Yeah, she'd be like, yeah, you're running around the world pretending to be somebody you're not. Yeah.
Shoot. We know all about it. You claim to be the only Semitic people.
Right.
Oh, now Esau, and then there's another thing, man. Esau's going losing his goddamn mind. These bushwhackers, all right, because the fucking NASCAR thing, they can't hold up the Confederate flag at the NASCAR
They
thing,
don't like that.
but they got to do the Black Lives Matter shit in the street, man. Hey, we coming into a great time with the race wars, man.
That's
They
why
pissed
it
off.
says
And then, no, real quick, this one, I forget his name, but a professional NASCAR driver. He was like a champ.
Ray Ciccarelli.
Yeah, he just dropped out from NASCAR. He said, I don't want to drive no more because I see what NASCAR is headed. He can't be a goddamn bushwhacker no more, man.
NASCAR getting woke.
And he ain't won shit.
Right.
But the fact that he's dropping out because of the Black Lives Matter shit, this is the only shine he getting.
Right.
He ain't getting no
He
shine
ain't even
behind
a
the
real
wheel.
fucking athlete, man. The car do all the work, man. You
Right, he ain't doing
anyway.
shit.
Nobody watches
Yeah,
fucking NASCAR. All right.
I watched
No, they didn't. And it's everything. He's trying to play this victim card, man. Hey, the real victims are right in front of you, man. The real victims are the children of Israel.
God, that's what I call them, the victim villains. The victim villain, man. That's exactly what he saw. You the real villain pretending to be the victim, man. Damn.
That's why the scriptures say he's coming as a sheep, but a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's gonna play you that smooth buttery talk. He's gonna tell you all the things. Yes, I've never in my life have I seen reporters talking on black issues the way they're doing now. Yes, and there's unfair finances and education system. It's the food deserts now in the cities and the urban areas. We have this and we really need to change this. That's all talk, man. That's all they ever fucking do is talk. But now they're talking like they really give a fuck. No, they're just to put your niggas back to sleep and to give you another stimulus. And the next stimulus they give after this hold on. The next stimulus after this one, most likely, is gonna be attached to that goddamn check. They giving us free money right now to give you a setup. So like, look, we'll give you another one, but this one's gonna have to be a chip that's gonna have to go into your hand, and then we're gonna put. Matter of fact, we're gonna double it. It's gonna be 5,000, and And you know how many niggas gonna go take that chip?
Hey, that's
All 2/3 of them.
That's the old.
Well, not only that, with the spread of this second round of the disease,
Yeah.
Loma.
right? People gonna be so afraid they're gonna run to it because why? You destroying your immune system.
Yeah.
You compromise your immune system by wearing these masks all the damn time. And you have just had a one country. I'm trying to remember what country came out. Oh, the Norway. I think it was the scientists in Norway said there's no need for vaccination. The natural immunities are kicking in, and so there's no need for it.
Even the CPR shit, they said it's okay to do CPR. The mortality rate is less than 0.01%. So they said it's okay to do CPR. Don't worry about coronavirus. You can do CPR to save a life.
Everything you said. That basically your body healed itself. And then he came out in another interview and said, "Oh yeah, we still want to take the vaccination."
Of course they do. Right.
Well, he also because he speaks for the forked tongue, a double tongue, just like Gary used to say. There's also a video clip of Fauci admitting that constricting your respiratory destroys your immune system.
That's right.
But then he turns around and starts pushing wear a mask.
Yep.
So yeah, he's a damn devil, man.
Hey, Dr. Buttar been cutting up. I mean, he been
I was
exposing.
just about.
Man, he been exposing the shit out of Esau Edom, and it's beautiful because guess what? Niggas not watching. Because straight up 2/3 niggas, you know what they doing? They watching reruns of goddamn NBA. They watching reruns. On the motherfucking TV, all the things on TV. It's nothing but reruns.
Reruns of football, basketball, and baseball.
They watching that
Right.
Michael Jordan stuff.
Right, niggas sparked up the Jordan LeBron debate. They sparked that whole. Hey, a nigga got shot over the Jordan and LeBron
That
debate.
was the Jordan nigga that got shot. Dumb nigga.
That shit funny. You take a trip out west. What's that park out there out west?
Garfield Park.
It's all pulled up with cars. South Chicago. This is like the 90s for niggas again, man. They got time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even in Linwood, they was having a big ass block party.
Oh man, yeah.
Even in Iowa, they was having a damn block party. I put the damn group. They was having a block
They
party.
filled the whole goddamn Blue Island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
West going crazy.
nigga to nigga.
Evils is still growth on the earth, man. Hey, World War III is we have. Hey, if Esau can afford to give you money, it's like you ever play one of them games where it's like you know how like you run out of credits with 24 hours of credits refresh. That's how it's gonna be. That you niggas are gonna have to get this chip, man.
That's
Esau
right.
gonna keep this stimulus shit may not end. He's gonna
That's
keep
why they.
doing it.
Well,
That-
see, the thing is that Esau don't give anything for free, man. He's
That's
got
right.
an ulterior
right.
motive to this, and he's just gonna turn around and tax you on the back end.
That's right.
You know,
And
he ain't giving you no
if
free.
he does, what's the scripture say? If he do it, right. If he do it something good, he do it unwillingly because it's ulterior motive. The money that they're giving you, these stimuluses, are to get you used to getting a handout so they can set you up for the check.
They gonna
For
price you up.
example, what you just said is that he be doing it unwillingly. Matter of fact, get that big eye.
This
Get
is
that real quick, then I'll make my statement.
This is Sirach 14:6. Sirach 14:7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
There you go. So just like the perfect example of that are the laws that were established for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy, Esau would go bankrupt, keep all his house, his business, change it under another name, and keep it all going. And they were doing that and that whole sort of thing, or get all their debts paid off, keep their houses, their home. And they were doing that for decade after decade after decade. As soon as Jake started doing it, they changed the laws. Yep. All right. That's right. They started making it more difficult to do it, man. Jake got wind of, damn, what you got to keep your house and your car and well, damn, I need to do it. When Jake started doing it, they was like, nope, cut this.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, GMS Australia said they throwing free money to us like it ain't nothing, but people still losing jobs and shit. So they're doing the same thing
The same
over
thing is
here.
happening all
Oh, they would let you
worldwide,
know
man.
that this is a world one government. This is that peace and safety, and that the so-called New World Order, which is Esau Edom system, is runs the world, man. To make the, I'm just saying, every single country is giving stimulus checks.
It's a reset.
Yeah.
They're just having for the reset.
Yep, there you go.
Not only, of course, it's happening because China's getting additional yuan, which is forcing America to get additional dollar, but the Fed has already said we have to reset this banking system.
Yep.
So, of course, China's doing it because the Fed is the one that told China 3 years ago to strengthen their yuan, which is why they devalued it so they can get more exports and stuff. All right, the Fed was always behind this shit. Always we have boosted China up. All right, so China can think to be the next big thing like America was, man. Because Esau was in control. End of the day.
Right, and then people gonna find out the feds was never for America. It ain't got nothing to do with America. They just ruling your dumb ass and taxing you to use their money.
I got this, the other one, 1 Thessalonians 5, I'm going to start at 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Wait a minute, it comes how?
As a thief in the night.
So that means it's going to catch you off guard. Right now, people think these riots and shit, they're used to this shit. Why? Because they had one with Trayvon Martin. Oh, they had one with Eric Gardner. Oh, they had one with Rodney King. Oh, they had one with So Back to Bam. Niggas, they get ruled and they go back to work, go back to earth and come down and it's just regular as we know it. You see the stores, windows being darkened like a motherfucker. How many stores? And he's all boarded up, how blacked out. You know what I'm saying? Can't and how many businesses are failing right in your face? How many of your famines are increasing all over the place? All over the place, not all over the world, with the locusts and so forth. What about the earthquakes? What about the blood moons and the signs in the heavens? The Lord is showing all these things and speeding them up. 2020 has never been a year in my life in 46 years like 2020, where it's been one thing after another, after another big major earth-shattering shits. All right.
Hey, I want you to go on the internet, brother, and try to find this image right here. A black, only white lives matter.
Black.
Mud beasts lives don't matter.
You have
Black lives don't matter.
They took the camera screen. We only have audio.
Oh, they took that down.
The screenshot wasn't working either.
Yeah, and all these Edomites are wearing.
I tried to.
They're all wearing that.
Kente cloth.
No. These Edomites are all wearing that Confederate shit and all that German shit. You know.
Swastika.
Yeah, all that type of shit. All that red power shit.
Yeah, they show exactly red power. They because they the devil. They like the apostles been saying for years. The devil gonna show you his true words in a minute, man. And we living in them times now, man. You know, your so-called white friend that shook your hand at the job about to pull that motherfucking sword out.
Oh yeah,
It's all act, man.
yeah,
It's a bunch of act.
It's all an act, man.
They being pushed into that corner, man, because Esau